Hey, welcome back to VintageBlock. It's been a bit, but I have a problem, and there's something that I really want to get to the bottom of and talk to a bit with you guys. But before I do that, I just wanted to say that, yeah, I am rebooting this channel officially. Things have been really slow recently on here because I've been doing pretty well over on the main channel, so I've been focusing a lot of time on that, but I do want to bring this back since I can, and you know, I like this channel. So the topic that I really wanted to talk about today, which is something I believe I did talk about a little bit in the last one, when I was talking about the capstone project I was doing for college before I graduated. And it was general, like, online content creation consumption. And something that's been more of a development recently that I really wanted to get to the bottom of was AI slop content. I did make a video about it on that channel I was talking about last time, but things have updated and things have changed pretty drastically since then. And by the way, sorry if I sound congested. I'm getting over a cold, but I couldn't wait to make this video. But there's a real AI slop issue, and it's getting worse, and I don't see things getting better at all. I feel like things are just gonna get worse and worse and worse, and I think we need to be aware of the problems and what's going on in the world, because if we don't get to the bottom of this AI issue, people are basically just going to become drones at this point. Sorry if it looks like I'm just floundering around. I'm just thinking of different things to do because, like I said, it's been a while since I've played on this world. Okay, so I can't do this yet. Nothing's grown. Unless I already have some wheat. Do I have any wheat? I do. I can make some more bread. So my issue is that I don't know if the average person cares that they're starting to consume AI content more and more and more. I think people see it as a good innovation, and people want to consume AI content, and they don't see the problem with AI content. I mean, if you go on YouTube, it seems like half of the videos on shorts feeds are just AI generated. Like, it'll be like a reading a Reddit post, or with like Minecraft satisfying parkour in the background with no added commentary, and just content that can be, it's formulaic, can be created in 3 minutes, and people just eat it up. And like, I won't lie, like, I'll watch some of them, and you know, it'll be like an interesting Reddit post or whatnot, and I'll watch it. I'm not saying it's like there's no space for it at all. I mean, of course I'd rather a real person talk about it and bring up their thoughts and stuff in that, but you know, it's slop content. But things are getting worse with the release a few days ago. OpenAI released Sora version 2, which is an AI video generation engine, and it's capable of pretty convincing AI at this point. If you're not looking for it and you don't see the watermark, I could see a lot of people who might just be scrolling by and not really paying attention, seeing it and thinking it's real videos. I mean, a lot of what I see online is like ridiculous things, like saw a video of like Pikachu getting pulled over. Like, of course that's not real, but I could see how like you could create some sort of like body cam footage or GoPro looking footage of like some sort of thing that aggravates, you know, people on one side of politics or the other, and having real life ramifications for them. And we're just kind of fine with having these programs that are capable of building video of things that never happened, and could get people angry and upset, and you know, react in certain ways that I don't even want to get into. And I know a lot of the pushback to what I'm saying right now would be like, oh, people doubted the internet when it came out. But I think this is very, very different, because the internet was kind of just like a form. It's a more widespread form, but it was for people to go post things, post information, and it became the platform where people went to find the truth and get their news. And that's the value of the internet: connection, information, and all of that. And while AI is a great innovation with, like, you know, ChatGPT being able to go in, get information quickly, and, you know, AIs hallucinate, but if you know how to use it, you can check those hallucinations and, you know, help. You can still get good information out of it, and really quickly, faster than you can on Google, and you can get sources, and you can get all those things that you need to really understand a topic, and that's great. But with AI videos and images, this is the opposite. You're trying to trick people, kind of. The internet was there to bring truth, and now AI is here to trick. And using them together, what happens, you know? Oh, there's a scary skeleton. It's just mass information, which is a huge problem. I'm sorry if you hear the bird in the background. I'm trying to figure out a good way to... A large reason for why I haven't been uploading videos on this channel is because I've moved back from school, and there's a bird in this house who is constantly tweeting all day, and it ruins the audio for videos. But if you get over it, or not get over it, I hope it's okay and it's not too loud in the background. But now that I mentioned it, people are probably gonna really take note of it, but whatever. So... right, AI video, AI stuff, you can't believe what you see anymore online. It's gonna get to that point. And this channel is kind of the antithesis to that, or the how I'm trying to do the complete opposite of internet innovation. I want to go back to when the internet was more simple, and that's why I've created this channel. But it's just scary to see that, and it's not like it's a niche thing. Platforms are pushing AI content. Like I said, YouTube Shorts, half of the shorts you look at are AI generated, at least for me. It's so much AI generated content, and it sucks. It's not good. And then we have Meta, or Facebook, who's created this AI platform, right? I've seen it, and you go onto this platform, and it's made specifically for AI generated content. All of the content on there is AI generated, and you see that there's no real interaction. If you go to the comments of a video, it's all like, it looks AI generated as well. So we have a platform where AI is interacting with AI. And don't even get me started about concerns for the environment. AI, it's no secret, uses a ton of fresh water, uses an insane amount of energy, and we're wasting it on AI content generation, and then having AI react to the AI content generation, which firstly, it creates fake analytics. So how the heck is Meta even gonna know if people are consuming this content? It's AI consuming the content, right? What is the point of having it? You just have like this weird simulation world where things are interacting, and it's harming the real world that we're in right now. I don't know. And it's these big companies that are pushing this forward and doing things that, to me, I have a big problem with. And with, you know, Sora 2 and AI generated videos like dash cam footage, body cam cop footage, who knows what else people are going to come up with. How can we believe anything that we see? We can't. It used to be a video was a surefire way to know something was real. And then slowly now that's going away. Where are we going to go once the internet, as it already is, becoming slop content, when it becomes worse, where are we going to go? Yeah, exactly. That sound is what it sounds like. Where do we go from here? Do we go off the internet? I have no idea. Will the internet revert to how it was in the old days where it was just forums and small websites and stuff like that? I don't know. I just don't understand why people don't care that they're consuming AI slop content. This thoughtless, nothing, endless stream of shorts, TikToks, Instagram reels, endless stream of nothing. It doesn't enrich you in any way. It doesn't teach you anything. It doesn't... The content in the entertainment it provides is so surface level, very thoughtless. What is the point of watching it? And people don't care. They just consume it. And they just keep consuming it. And they keep going. And people see this content and my axe is gone. So people consume this content on pretty mass scales, not counting the meta AI slop platform that nobody actually uses. But in the case of shorts and Instagram reels, people are consuming this on mass scales. Do I have any iron? I'm gonna make an iron axe. Consuming it on mass scales, so it incentivizes other people to keep making AI content, quote unquote making. They're not doing anything. They're writing 3 words into a prompt and it's getting output for them. It takes away any creative work from anything you're looking at. So, like I said, goodbye to content creation innovation, because AI can only iterate, by the way. It can't create something. It can just iterate on what it already knows, at least at this point, because we don't have AGI. So you're just seeing regurgitated same things over and over again, or ideas that have already been done. And people, they love it. They'll just look at it and they'll scroll and they'll let information be beamed into their eyes with no choice. Like, and you know, it's not all, like, I'm not trying to take a moral high ground where I'm like, I don't ever consume AI generated content. Like, there's some stuff that's funny. Like, I've seen funny AI videos of, I don't know, like, I can't think of an example right now, but I've definitely seen like an AI video and be like, that is really funny. But you know why it was funny? Because somebody took the time to prompt their generation in such a way that was shocking or funny or creative, right? So you can be creative with AI still, but I'm not seeing that happen a lot. But that comes from, right, like, the person behind, for lack of a better term, or the term you would use for this, being the human in the loop, right? So you have a human in the loop who is checking AI at every process, every step, and making human tweaks. So like videos like that where AI is leveraged in such a way where something creative that you could not do without AI gets created is super interesting. So it's not all bad, but a lot of what I'm seeing is just, like I said, slop. And I hate slop because I don't know. I'm just going on this crazy long rant right now. I don't even know how long I've been talking. 15 minutes already. I don't know. I just have concerns for the way that I see the internet going and content consumption and creation, because, you know, this is my passion, and I'm seeing people who don't really understand what goes into content creation and the thought process and scripting and having an idea and going from nothing to something using your hands. Like, people don't see that, and some people just don't understand, so they only care about the output. I think at this point, the good thing, like I said, is AI can only iterate. It can't create, really, at least from my understanding. So those who really create something creative and different, they will still likely find an audience, and people will appreciate that. And I hope, this is probably my more optimistic side, saying I think that people will start to recognize that and appreciate real human art in video form. And I'm not trying to say that what I'm doing right now is art in video form, because I'm just ranting while I chop down wood in Minecraft with no direction. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just chopping wood because I can't really, I need to formulate my thoughts and talk about them and look at my bullet list that I have on the right here, so I don't get lost. So I'm just chopping wood. I'll pretend that I'm going to build something soon. Yeah, I'm chopping all this wood because eventually I'm going to build something with it. And I'm not just trying to fill an entire chest because, I don't know, I'm neurodivergent or something. And I like, my OCD likes it when things have a full chest, and I do actually have that, so I'm not being like, oh, my OCD, yeah. You know what I mean. But it's getting dark again. Yeah, there's the AI slop problem. And, oh God, the other thing is just online rage bait constantly. Just bots rage bait on, I don't know if people still really use Twitter or the Everything app. When you go on there, I'm convinced that most of what I'm seeing is AI generated. I can't prove it, but I see accounts that post thousands of times per day, and I don't think that's a real human being unless it's really somebody with no life. But it's just like, you know, you get rage bait online and all that type of stuff. And so my life since graduating from college has been a lot of AI research, because I'm getting my master's degree now, and I'm in marketing, and I'm taking a course about AI marketing management, kind of. And God, I see the value in AI in some spots. And I think that it's a great, like, scheduler tool, right? Like, I've seen use cases in which I might find useful. I probably wouldn't use them myself, but if I had a job where, I mean, like, not use them for myself, for my own content, but if I had a job where I was doing marketing for an agency or a company who uploads a social media post twice a day, and it's mostly just like summarizing a topic, right? I could see the use case in which I could create an AI agent that, oh my God, stay away! This is the scariest I can't hit him! I could see a use case in which I could create an AI agent who I can feed, say, an article that I need summarized to, have it spit out a 2 to 3 sentence long summarization of the main point. Then I could ask it to schedule a post with that, and I wouldn't have to do the brunt of the work there. I would just be checking to make sure that the AI did everything correctly. And like I said, being the human in the loop, you take that output, edit what you have to. I think that's a pretty good, productivity use case for AI. And I wouldn't be opposed to doing something like that. When it comes to YouTube video content creation, entertainment for people, that's where I have this major problem in seeing things go poorly. And through this AI marketing course that I've been taking, I just it makes me loathe it even more, because I see the way that my readings that I have to do just glaze AI, and I'm like, do we not see how it has its use cases? I totally understand that, and I think I still think it's a great innovation. I see the use cases, and I can imagine other ways I would love to use it myself, and how I could make my life easier and not compromise the quality of my output. But it takes a lot of work to build those AI solutions. But I see the way that the readings talk about AI and how they want to replace human work with AI work, and I'm like, okay, so we're bombarding people with slop content. We want to take their jobs. We want to make everything like robotic world. Like, I just don't see how this is good for humankind in those ways. I think that we still, in the world of entertainment and art and stuff like that, AI shouldn't really be touching it, because big part of art is like the human condition, and the AI does not have that. So like, what are we talking about here? I hope that this is sort of like, that part of it is sort of a fad, like image and video generation is the fad part of it, and people don't end up losing their creatives, and we don't create Taylor Swift album in 2300 using her AI voice. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything should have its natural life cycle. And yeah, I feel like, let's see, where am I at now? 23 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up. I could talk about this even longer, but I just want to make one more point. There's this like subset of people who say, AI is the next step of human evolution, and that's what I thought in middle school, right? When I was in middle school, that was my thought. I was like, who cares if AI comes in and destroys us? Because, or not destroys us, but like, like AI comes in and becomes like the next step of evolution, because that's like natural selection, not natural selection, but like that next step of evolution obviously would be like a super human that knows all there is to know and can do everything. But as I matured and started to think about it, and how important like and novel life itself is, right? Like, as far as we know at this point, we're the only planet with living stuff on it, although there is currently actually scientific theory / they're trying to prove, or getting close to proving, that Mars actually had life on it years and years ago, through finding specific like rings sort of inside of rocks that are indicative of potential human life, or not human life, sorry, like bacterial life over there. But as far as we know, we are the only living place, and it's like, really, should we be killing ourselves, killing our environment to create a robot? I don't know. if anybody disagrees with me, feel free to debate in the comments and talk about it. This is a place for discussion, not for me to sell you the moral right thing to do. I can be convinced about stuff. I'm not, like, I don't know. I'm not stuck in my ways. I'm open to discussion. I don't know. That's it. That's my rant for this week. And next week, I think we will talk about what is success and how to measure it, and my experience as growing on YouTube and the such, and do I really feel like this is my true path, blah 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 blah. Okay, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a wonderful evening, everybody, and say goodbye to Doggy.